Hey guys, looks like a package came in for you.
Oh! Did it finally come in? It did! It finally came!
Oh, let me guess. It's a picture of your last brain cell before it died all alone.
Why no! It's a gift for you!
Oh! Well, you shouldn't have. I didn't realize you cared about me like that.
It's a knuckle sandwich!
Remind me never to accept your birthday gifts.
Quiet! Yes!
I didn't know you were into action movies.
You need to come down here more often.
Or you need to touch grass more often.
Agree to disagree. Anyway, of course I like action movies. Who doesn't? Especially the Terminator, one of the most iconic movie franchises of all time. The Terminator has film noir, action, science fiction, and believable time travel. And don't even get me started on the second film. Not only is it better than the first, it's one of the most critically acclaimed sequels ever made.
I knew all of this. Surprised you did, though.
I'm surprised he knows anything outside Donkey Kong too.
Hey, are you hungry for some more sandwiches?
I'll starve this one out, thanks. I'm on a diet. You should try it sometime.
Yeah, the movies are great. The only thing I never really cared for is how they actually go about killing the Terminator.
I'm with you there. I mean, an indestructible robotic death machine who can take on bullets, fire, and explosions, but gets crushed by a hydraulic press? Please.
How would you go about killing the Terminator?
By making it play this game. The Terminator on NES, produced by Radical Entertainment, is a video game that I would call a game so glitchy and broken that it would single-handedly kill a real Terminator with the bullshit logic it has.
Not only is this game glitchy, but the way it's designed is terrible too. It's got everything. Terrible controls, really stupid and simple AI, questionable hit detection, 5-second long looping music, confusing graphics, and it's one of the hardest games for every dumb reason. It's so bad that not even the demo at the beginning can play itself.
It's not even a long game, and yet people had the worst time playing this thing. But this isn't a review. This is going to show you how to help Kyle Reese not only survive in the future in Los Angeles, but a stupid, shitty game he just happens to be in.
Why does it have so many issues? How can it have so many issues?
What do you think I look like? One of those displaced gamers? I wouldn't know how to crack the game's code even if I had a book for dummies.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, are we gonna tell people about the tips and tricks or what?
Yeah, I'm getting to it. Hold on to your panties.
There's no way to turn off the music, is there?
No? Enjoy!
The first thing you have to understand is how you move and jump. Jumping is going to take a lot of time to get used to, especially landing. You see, the hitboxes for your feet are in only one spot, in between them. This is both a blessing and a curse because things that would otherwise hurt you might not even hit you. On the other hand, this makes some of the platforming in this game absolutely impossible.
It's the strangest thing, too. If you land on the edge of a platform, it looks like you successfully performed the jump, but then you just fall right through.
Next is how you shoot. You don't just shoot while you're moving or jumping, no! You have what the game calls a gun mode. When you're in this gun mode, you stand perfectly still, kneel down, and you can only fire in 3 directions. Straight ahead and a weird angle up and down. That means anytime that there's an enemy in front of you, you have to stop everything that you're doing.
I'm assuming the last tip is how many points you need to get an extra life?
Yep. You need to get exactly 50,000 points to get an extra life. Oh, and the best part is that you can only have 6 lives maximum.
6? Blimey, what kind of masochist only gives the player 6 lives?
Apparently the ones at Radical Entertainment. I swear to camera, if I ever find the person who made this fuckwad, I'm gonna slam their head into a blender and turn on the puree switch!
In any case, there's only a few spots in the whole game where you can kill Terminators that respawn to even do this. So have fun! Also, if you don't feel like doing it the way our angry video game nerd did it, then clear out your schedule, cause this is gonna take a while.
So, not only do we have a game that's broken, but we also waste a ton of time just to survive!
Oh, there's a ton more that the game never tells you about, but that's why we're doing a video on it. But we'll get to that, buddy. Oh, we'll get to that. Level 1, the future. You start off in a sewer of some kind, looking to get to Skynet so you can get to the past. Your enemies include naked Terminators who are ready to knock your block off, Terminators with their human skin on who will try to shoot you, turrets on the floor in the upper levels, and slime. Really? Slime? Humans are so weak!
What, you actually expect a non-mutated human to not react when the toxic slime drips on their head?
Not to get hurt? We drink this stuff all the time and look at us!
Guys, focus! Humans are a lot more fragile than that!
Whatever. Your first objective is to survive the sewer and go up to the end of the level. You'll find grenades on the floor, and I strongly suggest picking them up by pressing down when on top of one. Pressing select will swap to them, but you don't need them just yet. Just grab every single one you see.
When you get out of the sewer, your first instinct is to move forward. But don't go just yet! This is where you can grind out your points to get your 6 1-ups. Just go into gun mode and keep firing. The enemies will never reach you, so you can grind without issues.
Once you finish grinding, now comes this stupid part where you gotta platform and destroy turrets on your way. You can shoot some of them with a well-placed shot, but the turrets on the same floor as you will need the grenades. Be very careful when you try to take these out. If you run out of grenades, you're far past fucked. There's no way to practice either. You just need to throw your first grenade and see how it lands. You have to hit them square in the middle, otherwise it doesn't count.
Wait, it doesn't? Holy Heinz beans, how's anyone supposed to beat this?
With a lot of time on their claws.
Speaking from experience, Lord Miser, it's not like you've got a job or anything.
For once, I can't disagree.
The next section has you driving in a truck, dodging an airship, raining down fire on you. You can either destroy it, or drive away looking like a coward.
The only way that you're going to survive is by speeding up and braking every so often and getting a rhythm going. If you can get a few good shots in and blow it up, then good for you, you'll go to the next section. You'll win even if you drive far enough, so whatever floats your root beer.
The next section is Rob the Robot's dad who chases after you. He'll fire at you the same way, only from behind. Wink wink.
It's the same shit as before. Speed up and brake in a rhythm to get away. But you can also brute force your way to victory with enough shots. Good luck though, as your bullets spread all over the place in both fights, and you have to hit a very specific spot on the sprite just to make it count. After the attack of the 150-foot robot, you're back on your feet.
At least you're back on the ground. What kind of obstacle is this? The spikes don't even follow a pattern, they just come out whenever they want!
How many times do I have to tell you? This game is so broken that not even the computer can play it.
This one is especially terrible. This is where you need to pay attention to the space between your feet. People have run through the code and found out that the hitbox was purposely made to be this stupid.
Basically, you can stand close to where your toes are getting punctured and you should be fine. It's going any further than that and you're gonna have a Kyle kebab on your hands. That little space in between your feet is also what tells the game if you landed on a platform or not. So you really gotta buckle the fuck down, take your time with these, and make sure not to fall into the abyss. Before you end the level, you'll have to do this twice.
The next level has you traveling back into 1984 Los Angeles, where you are completely unarmed and running from the law before the law runs into you.
All you have is a kick and a punch that do the exact same damage, and you're going up against policemen who like to shoot first and ask questions never, thugs with baseball bats that I swear to God are either asleep half the time or completely brain dead, and the scariest enemies that you never want to run into, dogs.
I'm sorry, dogs? What's wrong dogs?
Only the fact that one single bite can take nearly all your life!
Holy... Why?
The only other weapon you have is a baseball in a select couple places, but good luck trying to use it. Kyle Reese throws it in an arch and it'll miss just about every time. Even when you hit someone, all it does is stun the enemy, which if you're already good at timing with your punches and kicks, you're able to do and you wouldn't even need to use the baseball anyway. The only thing you should be doing is dodging the enemies. Unless they're unavoidable, in which case suck it.
For the policemen, just duck under them until they fire their first shot. Then you can get in about 2 or 3 punches before you gotta duck again. For everyone else, just try to jump over them. After running away from all that and dodging water, your next and final gimmick for this evening is a car chase.
Oh, just like in the movie.
Yeah, it is! If it was found in a dollar store, you're essentially pushing up on your D-pad to go, and your goal is to dodge the Terminator and finish... laps? Streets? Amount of brain cells that I have looking at this? The amount of hope that we have? What is this number actually counting down?
Who knows? Who cares? The only thing you should be doing is trying your absolute best not to hit the Terminator or bounce around too much. You're going to get so much damage either way. The weird part is that even if you hit a very sharp corner, your car just immediately turns in that way and it doesn't even look like it hurts you. The only thing that will hurt you is that other car.
This is going to come up one more time, isn't it?
Yep. Just focus on surviving until the counter reaches 0 and then you're off to the next level. Oh, and don't bother with your pistol. You do have a gun and you can shoot it with the face buttons, but you'll quickly find out that it does no damage, so don't even try.
Next, you're in a burning building. Your goal here is to escape, but in order to do that, you need to start jumping down holes. Try not to touch any of the electrical outlets that will shock you, and once again, run away from the police, who should be doing literally anything else instead of shooting at you. Seriously, evacuate! There's gotta be other people in there. Why are you guys still there? Oh, and about the fire? You really think it'll hurt you? Of course not. You idiot. Why is that in the script? Whatever. In fact, there's a room in there that has a huge fire that you can just walk right onto and be perfectly fine. Terminator's got the fire insurance, clearly.
What kind of messed up logic is this? The longer you play this thing, it's just like it picks and chooses what laws of physics it wants to follow.
This really is the worst level in the game, and that's saying a lot. It's a maze for one, and what you need to do is find a golden brick. Where is this golden brick? Down one of the corridors that you can press the up button on in order to get across. How would you know this? Don't know! Just go through the first one and immediately go down into the next corridor you see. There you'll find your golden brick.
Okay, you found it. What do you do with it?
You take it to an undisclosed location and throw it in the middle of a giant gap that you can't cross by yourself. Yeah, you heard me. The best part is that there's a spot that you think might need it, but it turns out it's a false location. If the screen doesn't scroll anymore and you see a giant gap, that's the wrong gap! Oh, isn't this game fun? What you'll really need to do is come across another gap that looks like this and throw it in the middle there. Get over the hole and go through the next door. You'll find Sarah Connor as soon as you go in.
Hey! Remember that terrible car chase sequence about a couple levels ago? Now it's back! But this time, the Terminator is on a motorcycle that hurts even more than the car.
But that's just impossible! I mean, think about it! A motorcycle is not as heavy as a whole car. This thing is going about the same speed as you are, in the same direction, and just occasionally runs into you. Granted, getting hit by anything is going to destroy your car if it hits hard enough, but a motorcycle from the side? So you mean to tell me that the Terminator, who is not protected at all because of his exposure to the elements on this tiny two-wheeled vehicle, does more damage to your vehicle than the other vehicle he was in, which was the same size and model as yours? How?
Welcome to my world, buddy. Glad you're starting to see things through my eyes.
Komo! Komo! Now I get it! Now I see why you're always angry! None of this makes sense! How was anyone one back in the day where there was no internet supposed to finish these?
Well, there was always a Game Genie, but we're not allowed to use it. This is until we win, remember? We're not allowed to cheat.
That's even worse! There's not even a cheat code on the cartridge itself? Why go through the extra mile to run to the store and buy this cheating device?
Mainly just for the street cred, but we're getting way off track here. We're almost done with this, and then we can finally put this back on the shelf.
And here we are, the final level of the game. Once again, you're being chased, and your way to win is incredibly stupid.
First, you need to find a key. Go to the right. Go all the way to the right, fighting any Terminators and staying dry as much as possible. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you think there was only one Terminator? Anyway, go all the way to the right until you find another golden brick. Now go all the way to the left. Go back to where you found the red brick floating by itself. Throw the golden brick above the red one and it'll fix itself above it. Now jump up to the right floor and grab the key at the very end.
Now you just need to take the key back to where you found the floating platforms and make the stupidest jump I've ever seen in my life.
That's not true. There's that jump in the ice level in Snake Rattle and Roll. You know, the one where you need to make a leap of faith to a door that's floating in the air.
Okay, second worst jump I've seen in my life.
Okay, so after all that, what's left?
You gotta bring your pet Rock'em Sock'em robot over to the crusher at the end of the screen. You'll pray to any deity listening that he decides to jump up right when it's about to do its thing. It's very easy to get crushed yourself, and there's a hole right next to the fucking crusher, but you're supposed to go on the other side and just wait. Sometimes, the stupid robot doesn't even follow you in.
If you make the jump and he follows...
What a crock! You mean to tell me that the ending just straight up ignores what the first movie did? Kyle Reese sacrifices himself with a bomb and it's supposed to be Sarah Connor that guides him to the crusher, not the other way around!
And trust me, the series gets worse from here.
Worse?
Trust me, when I can count the best games in the series on a single claw, there's a problem. The ones on the Super Nintendo play even worse. And don't worry, those are getting a UW dump soon. Aside from the arcade and Sega CD versions, the Terminator has some of the worst games I've ever seen out of a license!
So why go through crap like this? Why go through all the slop if you know these games are just bad?
You really want to know why? Because they're more interesting than the good games.
Wait, really?
Aside from a couple of gaming channels other than ourselves, who else do you see talk about these games? Barely anyone. The bigger channels usually only want to talk about the games that everyone's already played. They're too scared that these kind of videos that talk about obscure games won't bring in viewers. It sucks, cause some of the most interesting stuff comes out of these games. Now don't get me wrong. I love a good video on Ocarina of Time from some of my favorite channels, and even looking at the beta footage from some ROM they found is awesome to see and play for myself. But I find the more mysterious a game is, the more interesting it is, which compels me to talk about it. Retro gaming can be a treasure hunt all on its own. You can find a gem, or you can find a turd. But at the end of the day, the journey is the destination.
So the true bad video games were the friends we made along the way.
Shut up, Saurus.
Look, sorry, so everyone and their grandma knows how Super Mario World plays, but not many, if ever, picked up a game like this. That's why it's Until We Win material, especially why it's Retro Planet material.
Well then, no, I'm kind of curious. What about the other popular franchises? Like one of my favorites, Jurassic Park. This is gonna hurt, isn't it?
Yep.